Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and yes, this video is about a year late. However, today I'm going to talk about the Halo TV series on Paramount Plus, because I have finally watched it, and I have to say, for once, I'm actually kind of disappointed. Shocking, I know, but why is this? Well, let's find out. Now, I'm going to start out with a positive here, because there was a couple, and I do mean a couple. There was very few in my opinion, but they were quite big. For one, I think they did get the character of Master Chief near enough perfect, so I'm very happy to see they did our boy John good. I was very happy to see that, because if they couldn't even do Chief good, then I'd have been very annoyed. But no, in my opinion at least, they did the Master Chief very well. Another thing they did very well was the battle scenes. Mainly when Chief was in a battle. Like, I did like how every so often we would cut to his heads-up display in his helmet, and it would look, well, just like the Halo games, and I thought, okay, that's a cool touch. And then hearing the energy shield go down, the beep, 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 I thought, yeah, that's cool. And then the as they came back up, I really enjoyed those bits. Now, let's move on to all the other stuff I didn't like. This is going to be the larger part of this video, I can't lie. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's start off with some things they straight up didn't mention. Seemingly, these things don't exist in this universe. For one, and this one broke my heart, Noble Team. It looks as if they don't even exist in this timeline, which frankly, ouch. That, to me, that is just incredibly depressing. You guys, I know I love Noble Team, like, a lot. They are some of my favourite characters in the Halo franchise, and they just weren't there. They just didn't exist, which really hurts. Another thing they didn't mention was the ODSTs. Frankly, one of the most important parts of the UNSC army, and they weren't mentioned either. Because I only realised that in, like, the last episode, when Chief and Silver Team dropped out of the sky. I thought, hold on, where's the ODSTs in this show? They haven't shown up in any capacity. We haven't seen a single one. And Sergeant Johnson, where was he? Oh yeah, wasn't there. That one really hurt to not see. Like, I was really hoping that Sergeant Johnson would show up at some point, but he just didn't. So yeah, that's kind of the things that they didn't mention that I really wanted to get off my chest. Well, actually, no, there is one other thing. The Pillar of Autumn, the ship that Master Chief first deployed from in Halo Combat Evolved. That wasn't mentioned either. Even though Captain Keyes was in the show, that ship just wasn't mentioned, which also really hurt. But yeah, now, those are the things that just weren't mentioned. Now to get onto the characters that they changed very drastically, because there was a couple, and I'll get onto the new characters in a little bit. So, Dr. Halsey. Good God, can I just say, God complex much? Yikes! I did not like this version of Halsey one little bit. Granted, her game counterpart isn't much better, but yikes! This version of Halsey is very, very messed up and frankly, incredibly arrogant. I don't know, this version of Halsey, I just didn't sit right with me at all. As for another character, they got pretty much perfect, however. I will say, Captain Keyes was a great addition to the show. Granted, him being married to Dr. Halsey was quite a interesting twist. I have to be honest, I wasn't expecting that, and not sure how to feel about that, because, yeah, we know Halsey in this show was a bit nuts. And the fact that he was a part of John's abduction, okay, I've got to be honest here, I don't know if this was the case in the games. If it was, please let me know in the comments. But as far as I'm aware, Captain Keyes had no part in John's kidnapping as a child by the UNSC for the Spartan Project. Now, let's talk about Miranda Keyes. What? She's a doctor. No. She should have been a UNSC commander, like she was in the games. Like, I don't know where the doctor part came. I don't understand that at all. Again, if that was the thing in the games, let me know. But as far as I know, she was Commander Miranda Keyes, not Doctor. I didn't understand that, to be honest. It really threw me off. Now, let's get to one humongous omission from this series. The Halos. The actual rings, of which the games are named after. We only saw one in, like, vision sequences. We never actually went to one physically, which I was just really scratching my head at. Sure, when we saw it for the first time, it looked amazing. Like, I got that same feeling I did when I first played Combat Evolved a few months ago, and seeing the ring, I thought, whoa. And I got that same feeling, so I will admit, they did do those scenes right, but I'm just kind of annoyed that we didn't actually, you know, go to a ring and blow it up. You know, I was kind of disappointed by that. So, yeah, I didn't really understand that. It just felt weird. And, frankly, when John went nuts at Halsey because he'd found out he'd kidnapped her, to me, that did seem a little, not much like Chief, but it did seem a little bit like him if you were to find out, because I'm not sure if Master Chief in the games knows that it was Dr. Halsey who kidnapped him. If that even was the case in the games, I don't know. I haven't finished the game series yet, so you'll have to bear with me on that. But honestly, that didn't seem too Chiefy to me, but still, throughout the series, he did seem quite a lot like Master Chief, so I could let that little bit slide, kind of. But also, I just want to point out the new characters, because I'm going to go into them now. The Silver Team. Those three were pretty damn good. Kai was definitely my favourite of the three, easily, and that's because the other two, well, when the Z protocol got activated, the only thing I could think of was Order 66. Literally, it was just Order 66 again. And I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. Because it didn't seem very Spartan-y either. Like, sure, they're loyal and they do follow orders. However, it just didn't quite seem like the Spartans. They'd at least question what was going on rather than just saying, okay, we can't trust these people now. Let's kill them. Like, that just didn't make much sense to me, to be honest. But yeah, they were good characters, the Silver Team. I've got to be honest. As I said, Kai was by far my favourite of the three, because I'm not counting Chief in that because he isn't a new character, obviously. As for the other new characters, Soren. Okay, pretty decent, I can't lie. He was an interesting character, being an ex-Spartan who actually deserted the Spartan Project, so that was quite an interesting take to see, and oh, screw it, let's get on to it. Kwan. I've got to be honest, I did not like her. She drove me nuts. I've never felt that towards a specific character, but oh my god. Kwan was just so annoying. Granted, she did redeem herself a bit in the end, however, throughout the show, whenever I saw her on screen, I just thought, oh no. Oh, here comes the blood pressure. But yeah, I've got to be honest, Kwan wasn't my favourite character by far. Vinsha was pretty interesting. He definitely a mustache-twirling villain, I can't lie. And also, Maki. I'm not sure how to feel about her yet. I'm hoping Season 2 really does a bit of a soft reset and kind of does a bit of a course correction, because this first season, to me, it was good. However, if it didn't have the Halo title, I could have accepted it. To me, it just didn't seem like Halo at all. Like, if they'd have slapped another name on it, made it its own thing, changed the names of the characters, obviously, and the locations, but honestly, to me, it just didn't feel like Halo, which I was kind of sad about, because I have been considering watching this series for a while. But yeah, I'm hoping Season 2 does do a bit of a reset, because yes, in spite of my dislike of Season 1, I will be watching Season 2 to give it its fair shot. Hopefully it can correct a lot of what I think they did wrong in Season 1. But yeah, there was a lot more that I didn't like than what I did like, so I I'd recommend the series if you know nothing about Halo, really, because even to the casual Halo fan, they would be able to point out, wait, that's not right, that isn't right, and saying that I'm still a pretty casual Halo fan, but I do know a lot about the lore now, and even somebody who didn't know much, even from the games alone, would say, well, that's just not right, is it? So yeah, I'm struggling to recommend the series, but I would if you just want something fun to watch and you don't care too much about the lore. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for my thoughts on the Halo Paramount Plus series, Season 1. So please, like this video, subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels, her link's in the description, my sub button is down there. Please click the sub buttons and the bell icons to get our notifications. Comment as well, because why the heck not, and let me know what you thought of this series, if you've watched it, or are you considering watching it now, in spite of all I just said. Once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. There'll be a link tree in the description. I'll be going live for my F1 race commentary tomorrow, and I'm having to cancel the Astoundcast. Personal reasons have come into play. So yeah, there'll be no Astoundcast tomorrow, but there absolutely will be an F1 race commentary of the Monaco Grand Prix. So please, follow all my links, follow my socials in the link tree, as I said, and of course Roxanne's website. And lastly, of course, please share this video with all of your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Goodbye!